Gotta get my fans, I don't think they big enough. When they start to sell, I'm thinking about Trey, I'm finna go dig them up.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Charles 2K coming back to you guys with another video. And as you guys can see from the title of today's video, I'm back with more player props for today's game slate on Monday, March 13th. And as always, if you guys are new to Underdog or you guys are new to PrizePicks and you guys would like to sign up, all you guys have to do is check the pinned comment down below and use my referral codes. These referral codes will match whatever you guys do decide to deposit on the app up to $100 with a minimum deposit of $10. So if you guys are interested, you guys can check that out. Also, before we do get into the new picks of today's video, we must recap the ones from yesterday. So yesterday we had Joel Embiid over 33.5 or 32.5 points, and he scored 34. And then we also had James Harden over 10.5 assists, and he gave us 14. And Kristaps Porzingis, unfortunately, was the only one on the slip that sold, giving us a whopping 9 points. But nonetheless, we went 2 out of 3 yesterday, so we're still profitable. And if you tailed any of the 2 that did green, congratulations on cashing. But with all that being said, out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the first pick of today's video, which is going to be Tyler Hero over 20.5 points. Now, if I do open up Tyler Hero's stats over the last 5 games, he's only averaging 18.8, but I'm gonna show you guys why I do love this prop. So against the Magic, he had 14. Against Cleveland, he had 25. Against Cleveland again, he had 22. Against Atlanta, he had 13. And then against Atlanta again, he had 20. Now, also, if I do head over to fantasypros.com and I look at the defense versus position Tyler Hero is going up against tonight, which is the Utah Jazz. If we scroll down to the Utah Jazz, they are giving up 27 points to the shooting guard position this season. They're also giving up 6.81 rebounds, and both of these are highlighted in green, which means it is an easy matchup for that position, as you guys can see his label right here. Also, if I do head over to statmuse.com and I type in Tyler Hero stats over the last 5 games against the Jazz, Tyler Hero is averaging 22.8 points, 5.6 rebounds, and 3.8 assists in the last 5 games against the Jazz. When it does come to his point line, he has cleared it 1, 2, 3 out of the last 5 times they have played. Also, when it does come to field goal percentage against them, Tyler Hero is shooting 47.8%. He's attempting 7.8 threes and making at least 3 of those. When it does come to free throws, he's attempting at least 3 and making at least 2.6. Also, if I do head over to props.cash and I type in Tyler Hero's points prop, over the full season, he's averaging 20.3 points. Out of his last 10 games, he's averaging 18.9. Out of his last 5 games, he's averaging 18.8. And against the Jazz, he's averaging 29. When it does come down to breaking down the Jazz's defense, they are ranked number 23 in points allowed. They're ranked number 17 in field goal percentage allowed. They're ranked number 9 in 3-pointers allowed. They're ranked number 16 in 3-point percentage allowed. They're ranked number 22 in free throws allowed, and they're ranked number 27 to the shooting guard defense. And that right there is going to be all the reason behind why I do love Tyler Hero to go over 20.5 points tonight. The shots are going to be there for him. All they need to do is just fall, and we should be good. And for the next pick in today's video, it is going to be Trae Young over 27.5 points. Now, I've been taking Trae Young like crazy, but it's because he's been playing so damn good, all right? Now, if I do open up Trae Young stats over the last 5 games, he's been averaging 24.8 points. Against Boston, he had 35. Against Washington, he had 28. Against Washington again, he had 28. Against Miami, he had 25. And against Miami again, he had 8. Also, if I go check the defense versus position that Trae Young has tonight, if I scroll down to the Minnesota Timberwolves, as you guys can see, they are giving up 25 points to the point guard position this season. They're also giving up 6.9 rebounds, both which are highlighted in green. So that means it is an easy matchup for Trae Young tonight. Also, if I do head over to statmuse.com and I type in Trae Young stats over the last 5 games against the Timberwolves, Trae Young is averaging 33.4 points, 10.8 assists, 5.6 rebounds in the last 5 games against them, and he's gone over that 28.5 mark once, twice, 3, 4 out of the last 5 times they have played. When it does come to field goal percentage against them, Trae Young is shooting 50%. When it does come to 3-pointers against them, Trae Young is attempting 9.8 and he's making at least 5.2. And when it does come to free throws against them, he's attempting 11.4 and making 10.6. And if I do head over to props.cash and I type in Trae Young's point line, over the full season, Trae Young is averaging 27.3 points. Out of his last 10 games, he's averaging 26.5. Out of his last 5 games, he's averaging 24.8. And versus Minnesota, he's averaging 33. Now, when we do break down Minnesota's defense, they are ranked number 18 in points allowed. They're ranked number 11 in field goal percentage allowed. They're ranked number 23 in 3-pointers allowed. They're ranked number 26 in 3-point percentage allowed. They're ranked number 30 in free throws allowed. And they're ranked number 25 to the point guard defense. And that right there is going to be all the reasons behind why I do love Trae Young to go over 27.5 points tonight. Another prop for Trae Young that you guys can check out if you don't, feel comfortable with his points is his over 2.5 threes. I love that. That's a good spot for him as well. And now for the third pick in today's video, we're going right back to the points category, and it is going to be Chris Paul over 14.5 points. Now, if I do open up Chris Paul's stats over the last 5 games when it does come to his points, Chris Paul is averaging 11.6 points. Against Sacramento, he had 16. Against OKC, he had 18. Against Dallas, he had 11. Against Chicago, he had 11. Against Charlotte, he had 2. And if I do check the matchup that Chris Paul has tonight regarding the defense versus position, and I do scroll down to the Golden State Warriors. As you guys can see, the Golden State Warriors are giving up 25.7 points to the point guard position this season, and that is highlighted in green, which means it is an easy matchup for Chris Paul. And if I do head over to statmuse.com and I check the last 5 games that Chris Paul has played against the Warriors, Chris Paul is averaging 15.8 points, 8.8 assists, and 5.0 rebounds in those last 5 games. And when it does come to his point line, he has cleared it once, twice, 3, 4 out of the last 5 times they have played. And when it does come to field goal percentage against them, Chris Paul is shooting at 53.7%. He's attempting 3.2 threes and making at least 1.4. When it does come to free throws, he's attempting 3.4 and at least making 2.8. And now if I do head over to props.cash and I type in Chris Paul points prop, over the full season, he's averaging 13.6. Out of his last 10, he's averaging 13.3. Out of his last 5, he's averaging 11.6. And versus the Warriors, he's averaging 16 points. And if we do break down the Warriors defense, they are ranked number 25 in points allowed. They're ranked number 12 in field goal percentage allowed. They're ranked number 25 to 3-pointers allowed. They're ranked number 18 to 3-point percentage allowed. They're ranked number 27 to free throws allowed. And they're ranked number 6 to the point guard defense. And that right there is going to be all the reasons behind why I do love Chris Paul to go over 14.5 points tonight. Ever since KD has been out, he's been taking his normal shots. Like when KD was there, he was not doing as much scoring. But now, those last recent 2 games that KD, you know, he got injured and stuff, Chris Paul has been scoring his points here and there. So given the matchup and the history that he has against the Warriors, he should be able to get this line tonight. And yeah, man, those are going to be our picks for today's video, which is Tyler Hero over 20.5 points, Trae Young over 27.5 points, or you can take his over 2.5 threes. And then we have Chris Paul over 14.5 points. And as always, if you guys don't like these picks, or you guys want more picks, or you guys want to discuss more picks, all you guys have to do, I switched it from the pinned comment. I'm gonna put it in the description because for some reason YouTube was just not saving my Discord comment in the pinned comment. So check the description of this video. Everything will be left in there to join the Discord. My Discord is 100% free. All you guys have to do is click that link and join, and you guys are automatically entered. I don't charge for anything at all. But that's going to be the end of today's video. Don't forget to drop a like on today's video. Don't forget to turn on those post notifications. It has been your boy Charles 2K. I will catch you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.